You mentioned earlier there's a certification program for people who want to become TEAM BOT practitioners. Tell me more about that. What does it take to become certified, and what are the benefits?
The Team Practitioner Certification course. It's designed to give you this deep understanding of the model and how to actually use it.
So walk me through it. What all does the course involve?
It's multimedia, so you've got videos, a detailed certification manual, worksheets to help it all sink in, even access to a whole community of practitioners.
Sounds pretty comprehensive. What about the business side? You mentioned certified practitioners can offer Team Me profiling to their clients. How does that work?
All right, so as a certified practitioner, you get access to the Team Me profiling system.
Yeah.
You can use that to create in-depth reports for your clients.
Okay.
There's a monthly subscription, yeah, but the way it's set up, you recoup that cost easily, and then some, just by providing those profiles.
So there's a real business opportunity there too. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But even beyond the money, it seems like becoming a Team Me practitioner could be really rewarding on a personal level.
Oh, totally. It's a chance to dive deep into this model, help others unlock their potential. You might even learn some things about yourself along the way.
Speaking of insights, one thing that really stood out to me was this idea that each archetype has its own, language. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Oh, absolutely. This
Yeah.
is where it gets really interesting. Team Me has actually identified specific words and phrases that really resonate with each archetype.
No way.
Yeah, for example, a warrior might respond well to language that's all about action, achievement, being direct, while a lover connects more with words that convey warmth, empathy, connection.
That's fascinating. It's almost like you get a secret code book for communication.
Exactly. Imagine how much more effective you could be if you knew which buttons to push, so to speak.
And to be clear, we're not talking about manipulation here.
Not at all. It's about framing your message in a way that clicks with the other person's values, what motivates them. It's about genuine connection.
That's what I love about Team In. It's not just about labeling people. It's about using this knowledge to actually connect better, build more meaningful relationships.
Exactly. It's about recognizing everyone's unique brilliance and then making a world where all those different energies can thrive.
So we've covered the 6 archetypes, talked about how understanding them can be a game changer at work and in our personal life, even touched on how to become a certified practitioner.
Right.
But there's one last piece I want to talk about before we wrap up, TEAM BOT GPT.
Ah, yes. This is where technology meets transformation.
Okay, for anyone who's new to this, give us the rundown. What is TEAM BOT GPT and what's its role in all of this?
So TEAM BOT GPT is an AI-powered chatbot available to Team Me practitioners. Think of it like a virtual assistant who's a total expert on everything Team Me.
Okay, what can it actually do? Give us the details.
Well, for starters, it's a great learning tool, especially if you're just starting out with the model. It can answer questions, make things clearer, give you examples.
Right.
But it goes even further. TEAM BOT GPT can actually help practitioners analyze those individual profiles.
Whoa, that's next level.
Right. It just goes to show how tech is changing personal and professional development, making these tools more accessible, easier to use, and honestly, way more powerful.
Love that. And speaking of powerful, I think it's about time we bring this deep dive to a close.
Sound good.
But I can't let you go without hitting you with one final thought-provoking question. Ready for it?
Hit me.
Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
You've got a team where everyone not only knows their own dominant archetype, but they get and appreciate everyone else's too. How do you think that level of self-awareness and understanding would change the team's dynamics, communication, even their success?
Really makes you rethink what's possible when you embrace self-awareness. Make a space where different perspectives aren't just okay, but celebrated.
That's a great point. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder that very question. We've been talking a lot about, the ins and outs of Team Me, the archetypes, communication, even the tech side of things. But I kind of want to bring it back down to earth for a sec.
Okay.
If you're listening to this, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but how does this actually apply to my life?
That's a great question because at its heart, Team Me is all about personal transformation.
Yeah.
It's not just some theory. It's a set of tools you can use to really understand yourself better and use that to make positive changes.
So it's not just about, am I a warrior? Am I a mystic? It's about, okay, now what? How do I actually use this information to improve things?
Exactly. And the ways you can use it are pretty much endless. Like maybe you're struggling to really connect with your partner.
Right.
Understand their dominant archetype could be that bridge you need. Or maybe you feel stuck in your career, and figuring out your core strengths can help you find a path that really fits who you are.
It's like we've all had those moments where we're like, man, if I knew then what I know now,
Right.
Team Me seems like it gives you that kind of foresight.
It's about giving you the power to make better choices for yourself with more awareness.
And isn't that what personal growth is all about? Making those conscious choices that lead to a more fulfilling life, a life with more meaning.
Absolutely. And what's really cool about Team Me is that it doesn't just stop with you. It
Hmm.
creates this ripple effect.
How so?
As you become more self-aware, the way you interact with everyone around you naturally starts to change too,
I'm curious, have you seen that happen with your own clients? Like, how have people actually used Team Me to make those positive changes in their lives?
all the time. I've had clients who've used it to communicate better in their relationships, to find careers that they actually find fulfilling, even navigate really tricky family dynamics.
Wow.
It's amazing to see those aha moments when someone really gets themselves and the people around them on a deeper level.
I bet those moments are super rewarding for you too. It seems like this framework really gives people a whole new way of looking at their experiences.
Suddenly, everything makes more sense.
It's time to wrap up this deep dive. We've talked about all the incredible things Team Me can do, but ultimately, it's just a tool, right?
True.
It's up to each of us to take that tool and actually build the life that we want with it.
That's a great point.
So my question for you is, what will you create with it?
I love that.
That's a wrap for this deep dive into Team Me. A huge thank you to you for taking us on this journey.
My pleasure.
And of course, to you, our incredible listeners, for joining us. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep unlocking your full potential.